Hi, and welcome to What's Happening in Lynn. I'm your host, Evelyn Martinez. Today we're accompanied by Drew Russo and Nicole Burrow from the Lynn Museum. Welcome.
Thank you.
How's it going?
Things are going well.
So what do you do at the Lynn Museum?
So the Lynn Museum and Lynn Arts, which have just merged. The museum is the city's historical museum and historical society, and we recently merged with Lynn Arts, which is an arts and cultural center on Exchange Street with a gallery, a black box theater, maker space for artists, and some really exciting tenants like Arts After Hours and School of Rock.
And what about you, Nicole?
So I work with educational programming, general programming, and research at the museum. So basically school groups, general audiences who come in, and researchers ranging from the amateur genealogist all the way up to professional writers.
And I know that right now you are planning your 6th annual History and Hops event. So
Yes.
if you could just talk a little bit about that. I love the name, by the way. It's really cool.
Thanks. So History and Hops, this is the 6th year of it happening, and it's an event that happens every fall for the Oktoberfest, and many people don't know, but Oktoberfest actually takes place in September in Germany, not October. So we're doing it on September 18th from 7 to 10 p.m. And traditionally what they've done is they've had different musical acts who come and different breweries come and do a nice little showcase of different breweries, taste their beers, and we also have a cash bar. So this year what we're going to do is we're going to start out with, at 7 o'clock, we're going to have a little exhibit out for everyone to see of some different things from the Lynn Museum's collection that have to do with alcohol. And we'll have a short little talk about the history of like historical drinking and a little bit about beer and how it was made and the kind of role it played in culture. And then we'll kick off the evening where people can play games and go to our photo booth. They can go outside into our beer garden and sample the different beers, and all throughout the evening we'll have different musical acts. And starting at 9 o'clock, what we'll do is we'll stop the tasting portion and go to a cash bar, and we're gonna have a main stage act play from 9 to 10. So it should turn into a nice fun party at the end of the evening.
And there is a cover charge for the event.
There is. So we are doing a $15 charge for members and a $20 charge for non-members. And also, if you happen to be running in the Clock to the Rock 5K on the night before, which is taking place on September 17th, if you bring your badge, you can get $5 off your ticket.
Oh, nice.
So we're doing a little collaboration with our other community partners in the downtown Lynn Cultural District.
Okay.
So a little incentive, run then come down and have a recharge
Drink
night.
your calories.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and it's actually a lot of fun for us too, because Kate Lucchini was my predecessor as the director of the Lynn Museum, and she's a fantastic ally, and she's actually working in the cultural district with Carolyn Cole, who is a DC-based actress from Lynn, who came back and wants to give something in her community. So, like, they're two of the many great partners that we have in the downtown.
Absolutely, and Carolyn Cole and also Julian Kelly from Lynn Arts have been an integral part of this planning process. So it's really a collaborative effort to get this up and running and involve as many people as we can in our community downtown. And it's just a fun way to meet new, younger people, and it attracts all different ages, but it's a good get to know the people around Lynn and have fun and just let loose for one night.
It's my favorite event of the year, you know, before I started, even before I worked at the museum. It's just a great time, so hopefully people will come down.
And how many people are you expecting or do you usually come to the event?
On average, they have about 150 to 200 people who come, and so we're hoping for the same number, if not more, to come this year.
Okay, and where can people buy tickets? Can they get tickets in advance, or is it just at the door?
Absolutely. You can buy your tickets on our website. If you go to our Facebook page, we have an event, and you can also access it through the programs section of the Lynn Museum website. And it's just a little link, and you can buy the tickets in advance, or you can buy them at the door.
Okay, and the website for the Lynn Museum is lynnmuseum.org, and it's located at 590 Washington Street in Lynn. Now, I know you have another exhibit that is going on until, you said October?
Yeah, our baseball exhibit. Our baseball exhibit, which actually opened at the beginning of June. We had a great exhibit opening down the museum, and it was interesting for me, because, you know, I've been a museum member, but seeing people that came into the museum that either had never been there before, hadn't been there in a long time, because they were really interested in the subject at hand. And who doesn't love baseball? I mean, we're a Red Sox nation, but Lynn has a really interesting history with a whole host of minor league teams that played at Frazier Field, ball players like Tony Canigliaro at St. Mary's and Harry Aganis, who went from classical to BU to the Red Sox, to my hero as a kid, Kenny Hill, another classical grad who basically had the Cy Young robbed from him in the strike year 1994 with the Expos. So I mean, like, baseball and Lynn have always gone together, and there's been a tremendous sort of popular interest in the exhibit. We had a trivia night last week that the Chamber and the North Shore Navigators co-sponsored with us, but we took it out of the museum and we actually did it on the party deck at Frazier Field. So we filled up that party deck at Frazier Field. We had a great time, and people said afterwards, like, we love this type of programming, and it really was a unique way for us to bring the exhibit out into the community.
And during History and Hops, people will be able to go up and actually visit the exhibit. We'll have the exhibit space open as well.
The baseball exhibit as well.
Absolutely.
Oh, nice.
So they'll be able to look through any of our permanent exhibits. We have the baseball exhibit up, and we also have a new section up in our Abolitionist Lynn exhibit called Politics of the Needle, which focuses on the role of women during the anti-slavery movement.
Oh, that's really cool. So you can get your history and beer and a trip to the museum on September 18th for History and Hops. Is there anything else that you guys would like to add?
Sure. One thing that I want to, and maybe hopefully we'll have an opportunity to talk about as the event gets closer, is on November 14th, we are having our fall fundraiser, and we're calling it Paint It Black, the British Invasion Blast. As people may remember, June 1966, the Rolling Stones kicked off their 1966 North American tour at the old Manning Bowl. There were some issues. They had to end after about 10 songs. But it's thought that Paint It Black was actually performed for the first time that night. And it's just a cool song. It relates to the arts and culture mission. So that's going to be on Saturday, November 14th, 7 to 11 p.m. Tickets are $75. There's been a great outpouring from the community, particularly local businesses, in helping us to support the event. We're very grateful. Old Neighborhood Foods, the DeMarcus family, who does so much for so many in the city of Lynn, are our presenting sponsor. Wayne Alarm, Ralph Sevenor, another wonderful local philanthropist, has really stepped up, and a whole host of businesses, like John's Oil, the McDonald's on the Lynn Way, which is owned by our board member Steve Rima, and others, even businesses outside the city that are recognizing that there's something special going on in Lynn, and they want to get on the ground floor of it. So it's exciting. November 14th, you can wear your funky sunglasses, or there's no costume necessary, but we want people to come down and have a good time and support the Lynn Museum and Lynn Arts as we try to come together as a must-visit arts and culture destination in the city.
Okay. All right. And so if you are interested in the History and Hops event, it'll be on September 18th at the Lynn Museum, which is located on 590 Washington Street in Lynn. It's $15 for non-members of the museum, $15 for members, $20 for non-members, and there will be live music, beer tasting. You can walk around the museum. You can see the baseball exhibit and any of their other displays, and it starts at 7 p.m. once again on September 18th. Thank you so much for coming and
thank you for having us.
Thank you so much.